Alright, welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon. Here we play Jank, and today we are playing some Pokemon trading card game live. That's right, live. Let's see, I was last live on PTCGL with a Pauper tournament. There's not one of those happening tonight. Tonight, though, it's been highly requested that we build a deck, right? A particular deck as well. It's the round deck. I don't know if you know this, but there are particular Pokemon that have this round attack. And the more of them you have out, the more damage you can do. So, let me just set this up really quick. We just want to go here and there and everywhere. Wrong account. Let me switch to the right account. That might help. That might help. Here we go. Excuse me, sorry. Twitch is letting me know that if you subscribe over there, you can earn drops. If you're interested, you know. Twitch is where you will see the horizontal stream, if you're interested in that. YouTube has the vertical stream. So, yeah. Let's start a poll. I love polls. Don't you love polls? Let's see. I gotta make sure I spell Wigglytuff right, okay? Like, I don't want to be put on blast because I couldn't spell Wigglytuff, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure I know how to spell it, but, you know, someone's going to, yeah, see, I know how to spell it. Is Wigglytuff good for round decks? Yes and no, that's all I'm asking. Yes or no? No. Let's see, we got Hoogal in the chat. Howdy and have some happy poop. Thank you so much, Hoogal. If you want to jump on the happy poop train, all you gotta do is go and click that gift thing next to the chat, and you should have some jewels that you're able to spend, and you can send happy poops. It's a little emote thing that you can send. I want as many happy poops as you all can send me. So yeah, that's what I want. Can you do it? I don't know if you can. I will say the poll, okay, that didn't just end the poll, right? The poll's still going? Good. Okay. Streamlabs was being funky. But we're all set here. Let me jump over to multi-stream so that it will populate with Twitch chat, hopefully. I didn't see some chats last time. Maybe I just missed them now. Alright, so I should boot up Discord as well. That way the Jank community can give feedback and whatnot about the deck that I am building, which is the round deck. See, this Wigglytuff here has an attack called Round. For 2 energy, you do 40 for each Pokemon on your side of the field that has the round attack. So that's pretty good, right? I would say so. So the first way to build this that came to mind was Tatsuguri EX. Because Tatsuguri EX is a Terra Pokemon, you can use Area 0 Underdepths, which means you can get a wider bench. And Tatsuguri can cheat in Pokemon that maybe are evolution Pokemon, but it can get them out without having to go through the evolution process. Last time I played around with Tatsuguri was with a Mousehold deck. Mousehold is a stage 1, but there were 2 different stage 1s that you wanted out, but you could only play 4 of the basic of Tandemaus. So yeah. Clinton, howdy, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. So today we are talking about round. So we got to figure out how to build round, right? The Wigglytuff is round, therefore is good for round decks. I disagree because Jigglypuff does not have round. Really? That may... I guess there's a few Pokemon with round somewhere either in their name or in an attack. So that doesn't really help limit it. But really, the only round attackers are Seismitoad, Palpitoad, Timepole, and Wigglytuff. And the issue I have with Wigglytuff is there's no Jigglypuff with round. Therefore, Jigglypuffs will be taking up slots on your bench, which means they're not round Pokemon, so you don't get that attack boost from them. Because you gotta remember, when you do use round, say you use round with Wigglytuff, every Timepole has round here. So each one of those would equate to 40 more damage, right? Palpitoads would be 40 more damage. It's the attacker who creates the base number for round, and then your Pokemon just need to have round. Does that make sense? So Wigglytuff having round but Jigglypuff not means you're gonna have moments where Jigglypuff is on the bench and it's not a round Pokemon, so it's not adding to the attack damage. That's my thing. But I am generally pretty open to criticism and thoughts. Let's see, in the Discord, for some reason, okay, so D&D was canceled. I wasn't supposed to be streaming tonight. I was going to try to do an earlier stream, and that wouldn't have worked today. Today has been hectic. But D&D was canceled. My Thursday group, which wanted to meet this Wednesday to avoid a basketball game by one of our members, well, that basketball game turned out to be Wednesday night, and Thursday night is like a team dinner thing to hang out with your teammates and all that stuff. So Thursday D&D is not happening. Friday D&D and Sunday D&D are still up in the air, still being juggled, right? So those will probably be happening. But I wasn't supposed to be streaming tonight. And because of that, Slip said, you change your mind like a girl changes clothes. And I was like, A, not my fault D&D was canceled. B, do girls change clothes more than boys or anyone else? Because, like, you know, I don't really hang out with... Oh, there's a cat up there, Yasha. I don't really, like, hang out with women that change their clothes consistently, you know? Like, they pretty much wear what they're gonna wear every day, you know? Sometimes, you know, women will wear the same thing the next day, you know? Depends on, you know, a lot of other things. You know, I also know there's people that, like, take showers without washing their hair for some strange reason. I think it has to do with oils and chemicals, but, you know, my short, thinning hair knows nothing about that. So, Slip said, Katy Perry said they do. And I said, well, if Katy Perry said they do, then I guess they do. Katy Perry basically speaks for all women, and right? Like, as far as I understand it. And then Link Hawkins, as someone who lives with 3 ladies, wife and kids, yes, they change way more. So, Link Hawkins clearly has got the statistical advantage here, because I don't have any statistics, where Link Hawkins at least has their anecdotal evidence, you know? So, like, yeah. I don't know. Back to the round deck. So, if we are building this, we are going 4-4-4 on the toads here. Timepole, Palpitoad, and Seismitoad. Now, Seismitoad is interesting, right? Because it does 40 or it does 70 for each round Pokemon you have in play. If you can only have 4 round Pokemon in play, because these are of the same evolution stuff, doing 70 times 4 is going to be 280, and that's just not enough with how much effort that takes, and Seismitoad is 3 energy, which is just like annoying. We're gonna play Ignition Energy, obviously, but like you only get 4 chances with that. So I don't know. Resident Clinton, welcome back. I went on a tangent about about what's happening in Discord right now, and yeah. I think people enjoyed it. They're like, thank you, Landon, for that age-old wisdom that I could only come here for. Yeah. Clinton, I looked into Round a while back. I legit think Wigglytuff is good, but don't know that it's necessarily better. Is there a Jigglypuff that could help with setup or something? Not that I know of. Jigglypuff here. So we've got the Sing Jigglypuff. That's garbage. We've got the Lead. Search your deck for a supporter card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand. So you got that. You got Stompy Stomp, which is just an adorable name. And then we've got this Jigglypuff with Ball Roll. Flip a coin until you get tails. This attack does 20 damage for each heads. And that's all the Jigglypuffs. Let me make sure actually that I hit all here. Maybe I don't have some. Nope, I've got almost all of them. Discord. What about dat cord? Dat cord can be plugged in currently because it's just sitting there unplugged and feeling really sad. Get energized, you know? Oh, man. Update ready for Discord, huh? I clicked it. I don't know what's going to happen or what's going to change. Hopefully it doesn't force me to log back in because I don't know the login. So that's why I don't like Wigglytuff. The only way I can see playing Wigglytuff, it did not type anything, is with Tatsuguri EX. Tatsuguri with the Cinnabar Lure can get a lot, you know, Pokemon out that may not be, may not have a basic out to evolve into. You know, it can cheat out the stage 1s and the stage 2s, which Tatsuguri is also a Terra Pokemon, which leads to Area 0 Underdepths, and then you have a wide variety of bench spots to Diet Coke for the win. Yes, Hugao for sure. Please sponsor me, Diet Coke. I want a soda fountain in my home that's just Diet Coke. I am addicted. We all struggle with that in different ways. Anyway, so is there any other way to cheat out round Pokemon other than Tatsuguri? Is there? I don't know what to search for to really come to that conclusion. If anyone else has an idea, we can go with that. If not, then round is going to be limited to just 4 cards, and that's where like you have to be using the Seismitoad. So Resident Clinton, if you're making a standard deck, then yes, I think Wigglytuff is worth it. You can play it with Glass Trumpet. Glass Trumpet, that funky trumpet. Wife is trying to get Sophie to come in and she's refusing, maybe because there's a couple cats in here, and but she also hasn't been like really enjoying being in the you know, what we call the shed, where I used to stream from. So she hasn't been liking the new place as much, and I don't know why. You're good. Alright. There's Hypno and Reuniclus. Alright, let's check those out. Hypno. Probably with an ability, I hope. When you play this Pokemon, evolve, you may make your... Nope. Okay, is it an attack? Flip a coin? Nope. Daydream? Nope. No. Which Hypno? Which Hypno are we talking about? Choose an attack from one of your opponent's Pokemon in play. Uses this attack. When you fight to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may make your opponent active Pokemon asleep. Daydream during your next turn. And then there's Team Rockets. Flip a coin. Your opponent flips a coin for each of their benched Pokemon. This attack does 80 to your opponent's active Pokemon for each tail. So this attack damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance. Wait, is it rotated? It might have rotated. Aw, dang. Alright, so we can check out Reuniclus. The only issue that I have with Reuniclus is that it is also a stage 2, which there it is. I think it's Summoning Gate. Look at the top 8 cards of your deck. You may put any number of Pokemon you find there onto your bench. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So it's a stage 2 that we're trying to get out so that we can cheat out other Pokemon, and that's just going to clog up the that's just going to clog up the attack, I believe. So that's where I think I would prefer Tatsuguri, even though the attack is difficult. Even though the attack is difficult because it's fire, water, dark, I still think that's going to be easier and better because Area 0 Underdepths as well comes into play. Tatsuguri just becomes a very easy boss target because it's only got 160 HP, which is kind of too bad. It could cheat out stage 1s, yes. Reuniclus can cheat out stage 1s and stage 2s. Yeah. Anyways, Tatsuguri. There we go. Sorry, just had to fix chat a little bit. Anyways, let's see. Okay, so we do need to decide. Tatsuguri is standard legal, I think the better option. Reuniclus. Is that Pauper legal? It is Pauper legal. But we don't get that added bench space. In Pauper, we couldn't get that added bench space regardless, right? So, yeah. Moving a rolly chair on carpet is not easy, people. Is it worth it to play 4-4, or is it worth it to play a stage 2 to try to cheat out Pokemon, which at maximum it gets us 2 extra round Pokemon on the bench to use an attack, right? Like, we go from there being 4 round Pokemon in play to there being 6 round Pokemon in play. That's if your Reuniclus then gets knocked out and then you throw down a time pole to fill up that empty space, you know? Like, is that worth it? In Pauper, I don't think so. In Standard, because the HPs are so much higher on EXs, I can definitely see the reason to cheat out Pokemon. But I don't know. That's what, in Standard, we in trouble if we try that, right? Like, the Tatsuguri is the best way to do that. Tatsuguri is a liability at that point. So what, are you going to play Penny to remove the liability? And like, it gets real messy, you know? I've tried the Tatsuguri route with the Mousehold. It did not work. So I'm not confident in doing that with, you know, with the round Pokemon. Where are the round guys? Like the people that were in chat in the Discord being like, yeah, round, you need to build a round deck. Come on, build a round deck. Where are those people? Let's see, Clinton, I think it's tough even in standard because of what the meta looks like. Polt, Guardy, Grimmsnarl, etc. Yeah, that's my biggest fear. I did pull up Limitless and saw the top 6 decks being Gardevoir, obviously, Goldango, Dragapult, obviously, Mega Absol Box, Marnie's Grimmsnarl, and Charizard. I believe, I'm not sure, I believe there's only been like one major tournament and Absol's already like 10% of the meta. So, or like 2 major tournaments. No, like that was a while ago. So there's been like 2 major tournaments, I think. Excuse me. It looks like you got a top 8 at a regional. It won 2, okay, hold on. Where can I see this? Okay, Tord Retcliffe got first place where? Because obviously he did. Las Vegas Regional. Okay, that makes sense. He got first place. Sorry, I'm on another tangent. I'm sorry. We're trying to build round Pokemon here. W round. Seismitoad, definitely the main attacker, right? I think so. That's why we're going to be playing, we are talking about it on stream right now. So I do think Seismitoad is the main attacker, Palpitoad being the next best attacker, Timepole being the one that we just don't care about. We just don't care about it. Like, maybe we can get, like, all 4 time poles out, and then we're doing, get this, 80 damage. Yeah. But then we gotta evolve them up, and we do need something to, like, stall a little bit, right? Like, either way, I think Tatsuguri is gonna get played in the deck. Tatsuguri EX for standard, regular old Dragon Tatsuguri, you know, for Pauper. I don't think Reuniclus is going to be the answer here, but we love that attract customers. Tatsuguri. Sad thing is we don't have any way to stall on in Pauper. Alright, we got EV Connoisseur from our Discord coming over to the live stream to tell us an insane idea they had. Can't wait to find out. With Pauper currently, isn't Dragapult still the best engine? Or not Dragapult, but Dracloak, right? We'll throw in a Dweepy here. Dragcloak. Throwing a Dracloak here. Throwing some buddies, because everyone is searchable with buddies. Buddy. Alright, hear me out. Oh, jeez. This must be the insane idea. Inferno Dragons, welcome to the chat. Also, Tier X TCG, welcome to the chat. I assume that is Eevee Connoisseur in the Discord. But Inferno Dragons, welcome. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Wigglytuff, Area 0 around. So you're talking standard format. I'm assuming you're also talking Tatsugiri EX. Hey everyone, just want to take this moment to say, if you go up at the top of the stream on YouTube, and I believe there's like 3 dots, and you click that, thing will pop up, and that's where you can like the stream. And if you like that stream, more people, it gets pushed out to more people, and then we can have more opinions coming in about Round and how we make it work. Okay, Psychic Jigglypuff with Wondrous Patch is a fun idea. I will definitely give you that. What if we don't play Dracoke and play 4 Pidgeot EX to find off of Tatsugiri? Then we're playing standard. And I think it's funny. You don't really need multiple Pidgeot EXs. You just need the one. Because you can't use each of their abilities in one turn. It's just one of their abilities. They don't stack, right? Oh, wait, it's Pauper. That is what we're currently thinking, but I can be convinced for standard. I just don't think it's gonna be good enough in standard. I think all the hoops we have to jump through will just make it. Yeah. Clinton, oh wait, I'm still confused about whether this is Pauper or standard. Inferno Dragons, I don't know nothing about Pokemon. Well, that's a double negative, so I welcome your expertise. Tier X TCG, I feel like Wigglytuff is enough damage for Pauper, ? Just with Time Pull. Wigglytuff does the same amount as Palpitoad here. So 40x. So 40, if you also throw in Time Pulls, let's say you get the perfect board of Wigglytuff in the active with 2 energy and Wigglytuff's all out plus 2 Time Pulls, you're doing 200. And yes, that is enough for Pauper. But to get that, you have to have your Jigglypuffs evolve into Wigglytuffs. And no Jigglypuffs out, because no Jigglypuff has a Round, right? So that becomes the issue. That's my biggest issue with Wigglytuff. If we had a Jigglypuff with just the Time Pull attack of Round, done. I'm playing it. Even if we had a Jigglypuff that had Round and it did 10 times damage, I would throw that sucker into the deck, you know? Because then the Jigglypuff can count. But because the Jigglypuff apparently ain't round enough, that's where my issue comes from. I wonder what the poll's doing right now. How's the poll doing? Alright, we got 5 votes in, and we got 80% saying Wigglytuff is good for round decks. Interesting. 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 Okay. Fan Rotom could find 3 puffs. Yes. Then Fan Rotom, A, does not have round. And B, Jigglypuffs don't have round. And Fan Rotom could only find the colorless Jigglypuffs, not the Psychic, which you were talking about with the Wonders patch thing. Which I like that idea. But Jigglypuff just doesn't have round. I don't know. I don't know what to do. See, with round, I hit this point where I'm like, I'm not sure how to make this function. We throw in some ignition energies, blop, 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 blop. We can throw in Hilda. Hilda. I am curious. Here's an idea. Oh, yeah, I totally misspelled that. Size. So I do wonder if round seismitoad should be played at like a 2 of, and then Quaking Zone seismitoad could be played as a 2 of, right? And we just gotta get 2 water energy on that. Because Quaking Zone is so annoying. But in Pauper, it might be optimal. It's just doing the same amount of damage as Palpitoad, right? Yeah. Yeah. But then you're going to have those turns where you got a Jigglypuff out, no Wigglytuff to evolve into, and you're going to use round, but Jigglypuff won't count as a round Pokemon. And for 40 to be enough, see, doing 200 is good. If you have 5 Pokemon with round out, you're doing, no, that's when you're doing 200. 4 times 5 is 20, plus the 0. So that's when you're doing 200, which is good. Having 5 round Pokemon out, though, is going to be difficult. In my opinion. Because you're going to have Jigglypuffs that you're going to have that don't have Wigglytuffs to evolve from. And then you have Time Pulls out. And then you're going to need some sort of support Pokemon. Usually it's Dracloak and Tatsuguri. Those guys are great supports. You're going to need something so, like, you can keep the game moving forward, right? Very rarely do decks not need draw engines in some sort of fashion. So, what the hell? Give me 1 second. Oh, I don't have the be right back here? Alright, let me add it. There it is. There it is. We'll toss that there. We'll minimize that there, I guess. And this one. Minimize that. Right there. Okay, okay. I will be right back. I just heard some banging, so. All right. What's going on? Hold on. Okay. Lots of stuff going on today. Okay, I really need to start building a deck and not just talking about building a deck. Okay, so at this moment we have 19 Pokemon. A third of our deck is Pokemon. Do we throw in the Wigglytuff? So the vote is still saying 80% yes, which I'm disappointed in you, but I understand people like Wigglytuff. So we could throw this in. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. That card is cute. Does Seismitoad have any cool art? Some very trippy art that I can barely read. Beautiful. Okay. Weirdly, I think Wigglytuff is better in standard round than round decks than Pauper. I agree, because we need to then use things to cheat it out, like Cinnabar Lure. But in Pauper, it might not be optimal. It's just doing the same amount of damage as Palpitoad, right? Exactly. It's doing the same amount of damage as Palpitoad. If you get 4 Wigglytuffs out, sure, you could throw down some time pulls, but you would have to have 4 Wigglytuffs out and a time pull in order to do a good amount of damage with round, right? If you have any Jigglypuffs, then you're not then you don't have the optimal damage for round, which is the issue. Where Cinnabar Lure can just cheat out Pokemon, right? Then we need some water energy. Some water energy. Some water energy. There we go. What else do we have that will help water Pokemon specifically? Water. So we got Surfing Beach. I don't think that will really help the whole switching thing. Calamitous Snowy Mountain will just mean that our Pokemon don't take damage when energy is attached. I think I would rather just play Mezagoza, honestly. Mezagoza. Caleb said hi. Welcome to the chat. Hope you are doing well today. We are trying to build a round deck here, and struggling with it. We have 41 cards in the deck, and we have 19 cards to go. This is for Pauper. This is a Pauper round deck, with the ability to switch into this Seismitoad, which is very disruptive and very strong. Do we throw Rare Candy into this mess? Probably not, but we do want some evolution. TM evolution. Okay. The Wigglytuff version of this deck can work because of TM evolution and Salvatore. Don't want to forget about that guy, Salvatore. You could probably make this Wigglytuff version work. Okay. Who was talking about round? Was it Slip? I don't know. Pokoto, what do you favorite Pokemon? What is my favorite Pokemon? That is Shroomish. Shroomish is awesome. Welcome to the chat, Pokodo. Yeah, we're just trying to build a round deck right now. And I feel like my brain is being split in half right now. That's how I feel. Oh, man. Okay. I guess we'd throw in some Lily. Throw in, some Rod. Throw in some Knight. Stretcher. Dawn, maybe? Dawn's not bad. Dawn's not a bad idea. Do we replace that with Hilda, do you think? This is a feeling I got trying to make it. That's why I gave up on it. Yeah, that's why I haven't done it yet. Because when it first came out, I was like, oh yeah, let's try it. And my brain just couldn't figure it out. And it gave up on it. But people have been begging begging me to build this deck like the past couple streams. So here I am building the deck, and the people that were asking I don't think are here. So oh geez, golly geez. Alright. Got that notification. Where are they? Is it Pokemon Pauper? Is it here? I'm guessing it's not talked here about. Let's go to deck help, maybe? Maybe? No? Did, Okay. Dawn sounds like a great idea. Do we replace Hilda with it? Or do we keep Hilda because Hilda can get us ignition energy? Maybe I'll figure out something if I tried to build it again myself. I'm really not sure what to recommend. Yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now with Round. I just don't believe in it, you know? I've got 7 card slots left. Throw in a boss just because we're limited on space. Then there's the idea of, do I throw in a rare candy to get to Seismitoad faster? I don't know. I don't know. You know? You never know. And I certainly don't know. And yeah, let's refresh here. Okay, let's make a completely different deck. Can we just make a completely different deck? So this caught my eye. Gloom with the Disperse Drool attack, where for a single grass energy, it does damage to all benched Pokemon, yours and your opponent's, right? Is there something to do with that? I don't know. But it's interesting. It's interesting. And then that's not Pauper legal. I am shocked this Ceruledge is Pauper legal and no one played it in this latest Pauper tournament. This Ceruledge is uncommon. You can do 220 damage for a single energy, discarding 5 basic fires. Or 4 basic fires, but you can do 220 and people aren't playing it? That's nuts in my opinion. Absolutely chaotic stuff. Like, is that what I need to play next time? Is just the easiest. What's this? Pokemon Center? Oh, okay. That was the Pokemon Center. That's the ETB promo. Got it. Then we can just go 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Right down there. Feels like you've got to play 4 Ignition, 4 Reversal, but if you're playing Reversal, you're counting on losing. Exactly. I'll be honest, I don't have a ton of confidence in Ceruledge. It's very demanding and stuff can go wrong. Yes, stuff can go wrong, but will it? I don't know. We're gonna find out, right? So with that, there's some trainers that we're gonna want, like superior energy retrieval. We definitely want 4 of these, right? So we got that. We're gonna also throw in, let's see, if I just go fire, we've got fire breather here to search out a bunch of fire energy. We have Mela, which can help with some draw and whatnot. We've got blowtorch. You can use this card only if you discard fire energy from hand, discard a Pokemon tool or special energy card from one of your opponent's Pokemon, or discard a stadium in play. I kind of like it. I like the disruption of it. Let's see. Ethan's is just Ethan Pokemon, right? Yeah. So fire breather is definitely a thing that we're gonna want. Right. I mean, there's definitely ways to build it so you don't have to rely too much on Ceruledge. We talked in Discord about Centiskorch and Hops Cramorant. Yeah, but I'm kind of thinking Big Boom. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I just want Big Boom. Just, if I can use this attack for 6 turns, I can win. That's the idea. I just use that attack 6 times and I win. I don't know how much more I have to think about that, you know? Like, that might seem a little ridiculous, but that's where my head's at right now. Big Boom 6 times equals victory. And then we also go retrieve. I did not type that. Retrieve. Oh my gosh. Brain, can you just work? There's an I. I-E. There we go. Maybe a couple of those, right? That's questionable to me because we should just be playing like, I don't know, 13 fire energy. Nah, we want silver bordered. Sorry, we want silver bordered. Where is it? There we go. 13 or 12. I might go down to 12. We're gonna need. Let's see. This is 70 HP, so we can buddy. So let's go buddies. Buddy poofin. Buddy poofin. Ultra Ball to find evolutions. We should probably put this up to a 4 of and throw in Tots for early game. Attract customers. We'll do 3 there. Let's see. What else? We got plenty of space right now. We do need a way to retreat, so we're going to throw in some air balloons for the Totsuguris. Hey, I got 2 gold ones. I mean, boss is kind of obvious, right? 2 boss. Professor's research, or do we go Lily's determination? Both those are going to be pretty good. We probably want some Arvin, that's for sure. We got 8 slots left. We haven't thrown in Blowtorch. Blowtorch, I think, can be good. Ethan's might low-key be the best way to play if you're going all in on Cerule Edge. Having a search for 3 energy that can work even when Ionode to 1 seems kind of good. Right. That's not a bad idea. Definitely not a bad idea. I was honestly thinking Lana's Aid might be a good one too, to just recover the energy that we're discarding. Doesn't she do that? Yeah, Lana's Aid can recover energy, Ethan's can search it, but we've already got Fire Breather to search for energy, so Lana's Aid to recover maybe? Maybe like 1-1 or 2-2 of Lana's Aid and Ethan's? Maybe. Maybe. That, and then I'm going Lilies because we already have so much discard, right? Pauper, Edge. Done. Alright, we've got a deck that we can try out. It's obviously not going to be great with only 7 basic Pokemon. Okay, we're going to throw another Tots in there. So we're going to remove an Ultra Ball. And yeah, let's test. Unless someone wants to play against me right now in Pauper, if you're in the chat, let me know. We can definitely set that up. But yeah, round was hurting my head. So we're not doing round right now. I apologize to all the round fans. And we mulligan. Yeah, the idea is we just Cerule Edge 6 times. And that equals victory. We're going to throw down Tots. Charcadet. We'll throw down a backup Tots. Why not? We got Fire Breather. We got an Ultra Ball. We're actually looking pretty good. Clinton, this is my moment. Are you going to play like a water deck against me or something? I'm ready when you are. Alright. Let me quit out of this bot match. Go ahead and send me a challenge. I'm sure there's more optimal ways I can play this. Other than 4 Tatsuguri, 4 Charcadet, and that's it for basics. So, yeah. Let me hit home, profile, friends. You were thinking just Unpheasant? Yeah, that works too. Aren't you Smoothie Shake? I forget. Nope, that's the wrong deck. Can you cancel? Close. That was the wrong deck. Let me get the actual deck this time. Silly me. This one. There we go. Challenge friend. Send a challenge thingy. Alright. Let's goat. Alright, so D&D is back on tomorrow night. Holy cow. We're kind of busy in the afternoon, so I don't think we're going to have a live stream tomorrow. How long is Wicked Part 2? Anyone know? Someone Google it for me or something? Alright, there we go. We got a Tatsuguri right here. We got Char Cadet, the special one even. Then we end our turn. So Tatsuguri is gonna who got Wicked is gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm just wondering how long it is. And what time we're seeing it. Ooh, Fire Energy on the Char Cadet. Tatsuguri's gonna attract customers. We get Lily's Determination off that. Alright, alright. And we end our turn. There we go. So Unpheasant. Okay. We played in the top 4 on Monday. Unpheasant does 120 and then flip a coin for immunity. 2 hours and 17 minutes seems low for Wicked Part 2. Wicked Part 1 was like 2.5, wasn't it? I was expecting Part 2 to be longer. Okay, Google says you're right, Hugal. So, I'll believe you. What'd you do? Iron Bundle. Ugh. 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 Uggity ugh ugh ugh. Hugal, you are always right. And you know everything. It must be difficult for you. Yeah, 120. Okay. So, do we think they have a Crispin? There it is. Okay. Okay. Oh, they have the Ignition Energy. Gosh dang it. Tails, it doesn't matter. I won't be attacking you next turn. You know this. I know this. Everyone knows this. Tatsuguri. We'll just Arvin. We're gonna grab Buddies. We're gonna grab Air Balloon. Did I miss the rounding? Barabako, I have no idea how to build round. I was sitting staring at the screen for far too long going, this makes no sense. I have no idea what to do. I give up. And then we got here. So I'll do that. We got Fire Energy there. And we will end turn. Didn't want to attach the air balloon because if they if they knock out the Tatsuguri, then that air balloon was wasted. Wait, where's your TM Evo? This was going to be a huge turn. I mean, next turn's going to be big. And every turn after that is going to continue to be big. Fan Rotom. Alright. Not too big of a fan of that, but, you know, it does the job. Charcadet. See, we'll throw a Fire Energy there. We'll throw Cerule Edge out there. We got the Fire Breather. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. And we're just going to smash. This is a first draft of Pauper Cerule Edge. Just to let you know. Ethan's Adventure was an idea. I'm not sure if I'm sold on it right now. Fire Breather is just better. I like the idea of Lana's Aid more than Ethan's Adventure. So I might get rid of Ethan's Adventure. It would be different if it could search out Pokemon, not just Ethan's Pokemon, but fire Pokemon. I'm not sold on Ethan's at all. Yeah. Clinton had the idea, and then he challenged me. So I'm having, I have an idea that he's like, oh yeah, I'll just tell him to do this and it'll be terrible. You know, like, I think Alana's Aid would be so much better right now. I'd rather have Earthen Vessel than Ethan. That's a fair point. I'd rather have Lana's Aid than Ethan, I think. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Blowtorch. We're getting Lilies, because I need that evolution. And possibly another Pokemon. We got the evolution, but that was it. So that happened. Ugh. This is not good. I don't even know if they flipped heads on their immunity. I'm not getting it. There we go. Yeah, I think Ethan's really messed me up there. If it was Lana's Aid, oh, it would have been awesome. It would have been awesome. Hey, Meowth, did you want back in? Hey, bud. Yeah, the bed's completely empty for you. So if you want in, you can come in and lay down. Alright. Clinton was saying the deck needs Centiskorch. Centiskorch. I forget what that does. I know you guys were talking about it before. I have to Lily's Aid because I need Lily's Determination because I need the evolution, and I did not get it, so we're just going to go ahead and gather Strength. That's true. Ian's over Ethan. Or Lana over Ethan, yes. Would have been very good there. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I saw you guys were talking about this. Where was it? There it is. Centiskorch. Why Centiskorch? For each of your bench Pokemon? That doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the vision of Centiskorch in the deck. You're damaging your own Pokemon, right? And you're getting what in return? Just 130 off the top. Like, I could see it being a decent Pokemon. It could be a decent like deck strategy or anything like that. I'm not seeing it for Cerule Edge. Edit deck. We're going to remove Ethan for sure. Let's get Ethan out of here. We're going to scroll up to Lana. Lana would have been great there. Let's see. I would say a counter stadium, but I don't know if that's just specifically against Clinton, right? Centiskorch gives you a 1 energy attack and could be your best lead Pokemon. I don't think so. It's a stage 1. Yes, it's a single energy. So is Cerule Edge. Cerule Edge just needs energy in the hand. Centiskorch doesn't need that energy. But, like, you're damaging your own Pokemon with Centiskorch. Do you want to try against Tauros? I mean, we can. I just trying to think what exactly could be good here. I don't know. I'll just throw in an extra buddy because I wasn't able to get my basics out. Maybe. But yeah, I'm ready if someone else wants to challenge me, or if Clinton does, you know, whoever sends me the first challenge, I guess. Deck customization. We've had a Cerule Edge box, right? Have we not had a Cerule Edge box? Maybe it just wasn't called Ceruledge. It was called something else. Does anyone remember or know? I feel like we must have had a Ceruledge box. Ceruledge is really like the poster child of Gen 9. I guess we haven't. Definitely include Lana's, and I'd use at least one TM Evo. TM Evo is not a bad plan, honestly. We'll toss out the Buddy Buddy that I added, just to add TM Evo. For 100, that's the issue. Got it. Okay. This one I feel a little bit more confident about. We shall see. Let's see. Looks like Slip is going to be playing against me. Let's go. Clinton says, I'm having trouble keeping up. Sorry. I'm chatting with my mom as well, so I definitely missed some stuff you said. No worries, Clinton. It's all good. You can always check back in the recording. But yeah, we're doing fine right now. I bet there is something where Cinta Scourge makes sense. I'm just not that big a fan of damaging my own Pokemon. And I'm not sure if that's good in Ceruledge. Do you want to go first? Yes, I got stage 1s. I want to go first. You know? All right. We got the rough start here, but that's okay. We will figure this out. Shaman. Oh, Chop only does 10. I was like, come on. I can knock this out fast, right? End turn. Alright. Now, Slip has no idea. They could just be seeing that I have this, and they're like, going, oh man, I bet he's got, you know, everything he needs right now. Here comes an S-Ball. What deck is Slip playing? Oh man, is it Slowking? Yeah, bring out the Slowpoke. No, Phanpy. What the heck? Quick, someone tell me what Donphan does. Okay. Artisan gives me a little bit of movement, I guess. Hero Shaman, bring up the Cleffa. I could throw in Cleffa into this deck. I don't know if that would make sense. But it could be helpful. Fire Breather. Oh man, if only I had the evolution, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna Lilies. Okay, so I get some different Pokemon out. That's great. Okay. Put that there. Artisan. I'm gonna go with a second Tots. And gather strength. 1, 2. Done. Clinton, I think I know what Donphan he's playing, but I'm not sure. It can reduce a lot of damage, but it's really demanding. Okay. They seem confident, so... So this is probably a great matchup to find weaknesses. Maybe. Are they going to evolve? There we go. Now we know exactly what Donphan they're playing. For 1 energy 40, this attack's damage isn't affected by effects. 3, 120. Discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 100 less. Okay. Okay. Ultra Ball comes down. After Cloak, yep. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Play Puffin. That can get out my last Charcadet. Arvin. Ultra Ball. TM Evo. Play down TM Evo. Play down Fire Energy. Ultra Ball away to Fire Energy. Done. Grab Ceruledge. What? I prized 2 Ceruledges? Oh my gosh. Evolution. I prized 2 of them. That's nuts. Okay. Next turn I can Fire Breather and actually attack. But, you know, it's just a little too slow for me right now. I need something else that can speed it up. Of course, starting Charcadet and not Tatsuguri did negatively affect me. I'm wondering if there's a better Charcadet for me to play. If they use the guarded rolling, I am like tempted to use Lily's Determination. Abyss Volt, yo, what's up? Hello there. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. We are trying to build a Pauper deck out of Ceruledge. I was trying to build a round deck. If anyone has any idea how I can do that, I would love to hear. I completely ignored my own advice and totally went Fire Breather there. Nice. 120. That's better than nothing. And it looks like they're going to have that going for next turn. So as soon as I knock out this Donphan, their other Donphan's not really going to have anything, you know? So I think that's okay. I don't know if you remember me, probably not. The picture looks familiar. Of course I know it's like Electros, but like it looks familiar. I think I remember you, but I don't remember anything we talked about. But thanks for showing up. I appreciate you. So will they be able to get a second Donphan up and going with this guarded rolling? Hilda. Okay. Part of me wants to put Hilda in this deck, but I just think it's too slow. You know? They got Boomer energy on there? Dang. Yeah, it was a while. I forgot to join your stream last week. No worries. No worries. So I could just Superior Energy Retrieval and get this knockout right now. But it would leave me with like a no card hand, which isn't great. I am kind of thinking I've got 4 Superior Energy Retrievals in total. Lily's Determination, how likely am I to draw one again? Let's go for it. Risk it for the biscuit, right? Well, we got one. And with that, we can discard an Ultra Ball and an Arvin, I think. Done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. And Infernal Slash. Yes. And we get this knockout Donphan. Gotta say, I love this Donphan build. It seems ridiculously tough for a lot of decks to get through, and the biscuit is there. Yep, exactly. Hey, we got our Cerule Edge. Very nice. We just gotta be able to keep this momentum up. Yeah. So yeah. Don't forget, we do play the flame blower, flame thingy, blowtorch in here, so we can possibly disrupt some of what they are setting up, right? Their special energy and their tools, like, we can disrupt some of that. So their supporter for turn was Arvin, right? Yeah. It was Arvin, so we're not going to be seeing a guarded rolling this turn. Because they need to get 2 energy on there, and they would have needed Crispin to do that. Unless there's a card I'm forgetting about. There's Shaman. Draw Super Rod. So Rule Edge there. I can Lana's Aid. Go 1, 2, 3. Back into hand. Done. Super Rod. 1, 2, 3. Back into the deck. Throw down Air Balloon on a Tots. And we will go ahead and get this KO. So we are now ahead on KOs. With 140 HP, they don't one-shot us, which is the good part. But with them negating 100 damage, that's a lot to deal with, I will admit. So we'll just be two-shotting each other, sort of thing. There's another Donphan with no energy. Next turn I'll probably be playing Lily's Determination, unless like I get Superior Energy Retrieval off the top. Then I might risk it and do a Boss's Orders and knock out like a Donphan or something. We will just have to wait and see. Like knock out their bench Donphan thing. But right now, Cerule Edge does feel a little slow to me. So, what are some ways I can speed it up a bit? Like, what other Pokemon could I play? You know, like I don't know. TM Evo, that's a pointless card. So I could just Lily's Determination. Let's Artisan and get the last Tatsuguri out of the deck. Yep. Play that down. We're going to hit Lily's. We're going to draw 6 off that. Hopefully a Superior Energy. Yep, we got it. We did get Blowtorch as well. Wait, what'd they discard last turn? Oh, okay, got it. Yeah. That makes sense. 1, 2. I want to hold on to one of my Blowtorches. Because I don't... Will it come in handy this turn? I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I think it will, actually. That means an energy going to this Dawn Fan rather than this Dawn Fan. And I think that will definitely help. Alright, we're putting a lot into Tatsuguri here. Tatsuguri with attract customers. We're going to see what we get off that because they're going to knock out this Rule Edge, you know. You know, they do need another energy. And they're playing Arvin, not Crispin, so their bench Dawn Fan is going to be a turn slow. So, yeah. The only other issue I could see is if they just don't attack Rule Edge. Then what am I going to do? Attach this Fire Energy and retreat it? Probably not. Honestly. Oh, there's a Nest Ball. Where are they grabbing? They could have grabbed with Artisan, not a Nest Ball. So there's a Phanpy. Okay. Too bad Ditto is a rare. Jumbo Ice Cream. Okay. Jumbo Ice Cream. Okay. Fine. I guess my Blowtorch didn't mean that much after all. Jeez. That's ridiculous. Tatsuguri. How many Blowtorches do I have? Just the 2, right? Maybe Centiskorch and Hop's Grammar. I don't think Rule Edge is necessarily super slow if you don't have to rely on it too much. I don't believe in Centiskorch. I will tell you that right now. I just don't believe in it. Okay, so we got all that. I guess we'll go Lily's Determination. We're going to play TM Evo just to get it out of the deck, because we don't need it no more. Let's play Lily's. What's this? A Fire Energy? It couldn't load a Fire Energy? That's weird. Yeah, I'm just gonna end turn. I don't really have much. It's gotten so many things since I last looked at it. Wait, Dawn Fan is ridiculous? Yes. It's gotten so many things, yes. Centiskorch, okay, Centiskorch I don't believe as a alternative attacker for Rule Edge. It can be its own deck. That's what I'm saying. I don't see a reason to have it with Centiskorch, with a Rule Edge. All you'd be doing is damaging your own Pokemon at that point. 130 for single energy, that's pretty good. What other Pokemon out there can do more damage the more damage that's on it, or something like that line. If you can find something else to help you with the damaging yourself, something to benefit off of the damaging yourself, I could see Centiskorch being a fun deck. Ouch. Alright, we're going to super odd. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, back into the deck. Fire breather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Air balloon. And let's attack. So Cerule Edge right now is kind of giving me the vibes of Bucephalon in the GX back in the day, where you just needed a lot of fire energy, and you could do, I think it's like Goldango. I can't really remember everything, but if I could get one more blowtorch, get rid of that boomer energy. I think that would be all 4 of their boomer energy gone. Let's see. I've got 2. Lana's Aid can give me 2 and a Cerule Edge. So I'm gonna go that route. We're gonna grab Cerule Edge and 1, 2. Evolve that one up and knock out this Dawn Fan. We are a prize behind because they did the whole jumbo ice cream healing thing. So that's rough. Another Lana's Aid. Okay, we can't top deck a fire energy. So right now, we just need superior energy retrieval. How many have I played? 2. So we've got 2 more. I don't know if they're in the deck or if one is prized or something. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not too concerned about an alternate attacker for Cerule Edge. I understand some people think the Infernal Slash discarding 4 fire energy is a lot. I just don't see it as that big of a problem, you know? We'll put up Tots. Tots will let us see the entire deck. So let's take a look. Well, I guess Artisan would let us look at the entire deck as well. But okay. Okay. So I'm going to Arvin. Grab energy retrieval. Done. I know I'm not winning this. Period. But I can still give it my best shot. There we go. Retreat. Cerule Edge. Yes. Okay, I should have grabbed the air balloon and just held it. It would have increased my chances of my next turn having the superior energy retrieval. And Lana's Aid then could get me a Char Cadet. And then I would just hope my next prize is Cerule Edge and just keep going, you know? That would be my hope. Yeah, this Dawn Fan is quite annoying. The 100 less damage and having 150 HP is insanity. And I could definitely see this like messing up a lot of people in the Pauper format. I'm not sure if it's tournament winning deck, but it definitely seems interesting and could be up there. You know, but then you got, you know, Clinton's Unpheasant, and that could really mess up with a Dawn Fan and all that stuff. Like, it would get weird, you know? But when you think about how many Pokemon could be two-shotting this Donphan, right? I mean, to be fair, 3 energy away, and yep, there we go. I'm done. The best I can do is this. Retreat. Bring up Tots. On his aid. 1, 2, 3. Donphan would mess up Unpheasant. Yeah, it would, but at the same time, like, that would just be such a long, drawn-out thing that I think both of you would give up. That'd be him for 20 damage a turn, and 50% of the time, the Donphan would be hitting you for 90 damage. You know? Oh, yeah, what's up? Where are you? Hey, bud. Hey. Did you just need some loving, or did you want out? Let's see. I need superior energy retrieval right now. Will I get it? Nope, I got super rod. Not what I was hoping for. So I'm just gonna end this. Go ahead and knock me out, Donphan. Yeah, so that was drawn out. All right. GG's. Yeah. Like, the thing is with Donphan is like, okay, what if I figure out some way to increase my damage by 30? Then I'm one-shotting it. How applicable is that to the larger meta, you know? To the larger card pool. The turn I had to sacrifice Shaman was a misplay, actually. Ouch. That just puts you a turn behind. I should have attached Fighting instead of Boomer, so the next turn I could just attach Ignition and smack. This deck is 6 Slip. I definitely want to have a go after figuring out my own build. Yeah, no, I agree. That is a sweet build of Donphan. I did like it. Don't get my neutral response wrong. I did like it. I didn't love how I prized 2 Cerulege in the beginning. That was rough. But, you know, it happens. I'm thinking if we do 1 less Tots, right? So 3. Still plenty of Tots, right? And we do 1 less something else. We could throw in a Cleffa. And then I could be drawing like that. I don't know if that's best. I don't know if that's great. Yeah. Hey Meowth, welcome back. Love you. You're a good guy. Are you hearing this guy? Man. He's a silly guy. He's back in here, by the way. Okay. Clinton and Slip are just talking in the chat about Slip's deck, which was really good. It was really cool. What do I want in this deck? Well, I guess, does anyone have any thoughts on this, the Cerule Edge deck? Hmm. Yeah, no, I am willing to hear it, Clinton, as long as it's not put Scorch in. That's the only thing. Because Scorch needs to be its own deck. And right now I'm actually looking for Pokemon that might be good for. Now that's interesting. Swarming Rage is interesting. Okay. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. But I have an idea for a Scorch deck when I return. Okay, Clinton? So we can talk about that when I get back. Okay. Okay. Could you include a hop scrammer at least? It could really help with the mid game. I could. I don't. Like what? Remove one Tatsuguri, adds one hop scrammer. Oh, I'll just. There it is. There's just the only way to search it is Ultra Ball. You know. Let's see what else was said. I'm ready. I also like running an energy recycler. Yeah, no. Super Rod did not help nearly as much as I think energy recycler would. So I'll remove that and add 2 recyclers. Sophie the Streamer, Cat. In summary, cut a fire breather, include draw engine and a recycler. You could likely survive with just 2 rod to make room for 1 recycler. No, don't go. And I also prefer lower counts of Tatsu. I usually like to have just 1 Tatsu in any deck I build. If you only have 1 Tatsuguri, getting it in the beginning of the game when you need it the most is going to be difficult, you know? Especially since Char Cadet here has 2 retreat costs. Now we could look at other Char Cadets, right? We could go for a single energy retreat cost one. I just went with this one because A, it's the one that came out with the new Cerule Edge, and B, gathers strength, being able to search for basic energy cards is not bad for Cerule Edge in the long run. Yeah. That was it. That was my thought process. We could definitely go with like this Char Cadet, 70 HP, 1 retreat, right? To make it easier to switch into a Tatsuguri. But yeah, by default, I go with more Tots. That way I can start with it. And the rest, if I don't need them, are just Ultra Ball fodder. You know? That's why I usually start with so many. Starting with 1, though, it's going to be like, oh, so you're not counting on using it. So why have it? That's kind of the way I view it. Okay. How do you spell it? Scent. There we go. And we were talking about blowing heat wave. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's it evolve from? A Scolipede? No, not Scolipede. So I can't read it. Sizzlipede. There it is. Sizz. The good old Sizzler. My brain's cooked. They all have 80 HP and 2 retreat costs. All right, this is terrible. This is not good. I'm gonna go with this one. Then I would go with this Durant here. With the Swarming Rage attack, where you do 20 for each damage counter on all of your Durant, you can attack twice using Scorch to get damage on your Durants, and then you do so much back. Value time and has 1 retreat cost. The single prized. Geek Vania. Geek Vania. Welcome to the chat. Hope you are doing well. Char Cadet. 60 HP Char Cadet. Which one are you talking about? We got 1, You're talking about the protect one, it seems. Flip a coin to be protected. That's not bad. I don't hate that one. Fighting Spirit, search your deck for a basic fire energy card and attach it to this Pokemon. Nah, nope, that's not good. Yeah, the protect one's not bad, I would say. Oh. There. So yeah, the Centiskorch will deal damage to your Durant. The only downside is Sizzlipede does not have a 70 HP selection option, so it can't be buddy-buddied. Durant still can, so I would still run buddy-buddy, but maybe as a 2-of. Maybe a 3-of, but mostly a 2-of, because we will need more nest balls to get out our Sizzlipedes. And that's kind of my thought on this type of deck. Now, we probably wouldn't want a 4-of Centiskorch, but that's probably, you know, that's flavor. You know, how many of these you want, because you do want to be attacking with Centiskorch before you're attacking with Durant, but we're also going to be playing other Pokemon. We don't want to deal too much damage to our benched and all that stuff. So those are my thoughts. So it seems like Twitch chat is not showing up on my Streamlabs chat, but it seems like Twitch chat is often bots, so I don't know if that's really an issue. All right. So yeah, that would be the beginning of Centiskorch, I imagine. Would be partnering up with Durant. What do you think the best way to power up Durant is, Centiskorch? Like, do I think there's another Pokemon that does damage? So let's look at it. To each of your benched Pokemon. To each of your benched Pokemon. Oh, right. I don't have the fancy E. Let's see. Hup Sandaconda does 140 and it does 20 to each of your bench, and it's 1 energy more. Landorus is a rare. Mudsdale doesn't do damage. Steelix is a rare. Crocodile is a stage 2, and will do 30 to each of your benched Pokemon. Sandslash is a stage 1, will do 10 to each of your benched Pokemon. Centiskorch seems like the best way there. Now, there's also... oh, you mean energy? Yeah, Crispin. I would say Crispin. You throw in fire and you throw in something else. You know, and you make Durant work that way. That's the way I would do it. So if we just throw in some Crispins here. Let's see, we want some fire. 5 fire, 5 something else. Hey Meowth, welcome back. Meowth is back, everyone. Oh, Mela could be good. Mela could be good. So the biggest issue with Mela is one of your Pokemon has to be knocked out the turn before to use Mela. Right? Isn't that how Mela works? Yeah, you can use this card if any. You can use this card only if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn. So you can't get that energy acceleration or that card draw without one of your Pokemon being knocked out. So what happens when they don't knock out Scorch, right? That would be my big question. So Air Balloon would definitely want to be in this deck. Probably 4 of, and throw in some Tots, I would think. Or is there another Pokemon that we want? Like, you could go like Dracloak. If you go Dracloak, that's another stage 2, or stage 1, sorry, in the deck. Then you get attachment for turn, yeah. Hoogal, thanks for sending that happy poop. Everyone, if you can, check your jewels and send me as many happy poops as you can. Those are always fun. I like seeing them. Slip, if they don't knock you out, you're doing pretty good. You would think so, but with Scorch, if they don't knock out Scorch and you're doing Billowing Heat Wave, there's going to be a point after your second one where your Durants are going to get knocked out if you use it again. So then you wouldn't want to use Billowing Heat Wave, and that would kind of mess up the whole, thing. And then they can just set up, and then gust around and knock out your Durants or something like that. We probably want to play Shaman. Oh, man. Meowth, buddy. Can you just pick in or out? Please just pick. In or out. Sorry, we're waiting for a cat to decide what room they want to be in. Let's see. Slip, you get another attack with Scent and an attach for turn. That's kind of my point. Is if you attack with Scent to Scourge again, you're knocking out your own Pokemon. And you're unlikely to power up to 3 energy to do 80. Let's see. Geek Vanna, good luck. I'm opening cards on my channel and I'm getting good cards these days. Congratulations. Yeah, Clint says, I hope you keep pulling well, and so do I. Slip, you can do it a couple times, then attach some Bravery Charms and keep attacking, or play a Picnic Basket to heal your Does Picnic Basket work on, heal the opponent's Pokemon too? I don't know. We're going to throw in Battle Cage because we definitely don't want them doing damage. Just like the reason why we have Shaman. Probably has a 2-of to be safe. That way they can't be doing damage to your bench and annihilating your Durants while, you've got your Scorch stuck or something like that. Picnic Basket could also help with the Tauros matchup. Yeah, no, it could. That's why I played Calamitous Snowy Mountain in my list. Was because if someone played something that healed my Pokemon, I would still need to get damage out somehow. So yeah, that's why I tried to be as careful as possible playing my 2 stadiums. But yeah, and then if we throw in some Tots, because already the bench is going to be pretty darn full. Let's do some Arven. Ultras. No, we could probably do 2 Ultras. With 13 slots left, we want some rods. I could do some Night Stretcher. Maybe some Brocs. This is not a great first draft, but it's what I got. One-shotting Tauros while making ants angry and powerful is pretty cool. Those ants, if you have 3 in play and hit twice with Scent, could one-shot hippos. I mean, that would be 180 damage on field, meaning you're doing 20 times that, doing 20 times 18, meaning you're doing 360 damage with Durant. So, you know, it's just an idea, but that's what I would do with Scorch, right? Like, I don't see it being useful with Ceruledge. I see making Ceruledge more consistent, so you're more often doing that big damage, is generally going to be a bit better. Where the Scorch is able to power up other Pokemon, and they're able to do better, you know? So let's see how this sets up. Okay, not bad. We get a Sizzlipede. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Done. Oh my gosh. That's what they put me up against? Ah, oh, jeez. That's just rude. If your opponent somehow plays Mega Gardevoir EX in the Pauper format, then you could one-shot it. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Nestball can grab me. What do I need? Tots, probably. Probably should have grabbed a Durant, but oh well. Then I can boss his orders around this Pikachu, which if they play Crispin next turn, I'm sunk. But I don't think they're going to, so I'm just going to Heat Dive, get some damage done here. Wait. Aggron just got Gape Jaw back. Thought about it because of Scorch. Is that the one where it does like 50 for each of your bench Pokemon with damage counters on it or something like that? Alright, perfect. My opponent has no cards in hand. And I have nothing going on my side. So we'll just keep on keeping on. Like, I could air balloon it back and use attract customers, but I don't know if that's best. Okay, it might be best, actually. Yeah, let's air balloon it back. Retreat. Bring up Tots. Let's attract customers. See if we can get a Lily maybe, or Arven. Arven's pretty good. With Arven, we can go get Buddy. And we can get 2 more Durants. That won't be bad. Right? There we go. Battle Cage for some reason. Air Balloon. And enter. So as long as they don't top deck an energy, the metal energy or a rainbow energy of some sort, yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay. There's a fire energy. Attract customers. Come on. Give me something. Nope, that is not what I was hoping for. That's not it. I'm sorry. Okay. We're going to retreat from here. And we're going to do 30 more damage. Yay. Okay, this start is way too slow. Attacks for 1 energy. It's even better now. Risky runes can even work when you put Pokemon directly from your discard to your bench. Attach. Retreat. Bring up. Attract. Ooh, both good choices. I'm gonna go Lilies. Risking it, you know? That's how I like to play. Okay, well I got the Ultra Ball, but I can't retreat, so I'm gonna wait a turn. Perfect. Ultra Ball, discarding a Nest Ball, and I think Battle Cage. We'll grab Scorch. Scorch will go there. We'll throw a Fire Energy there. Attract customers. Let's see what we get. We get a Boss's Orders. Alright. We retreat. Bring up Scorch. Play down Arvin. I'm going to grab a Night Stretcher just because I really don't know what to grab at this point. And then we are finally online, and here we go. Someone on the Twitch chat is recommending Stream Boo for the chats. Oh. Seems on YouTube and mostly focuses on that chat. Discord. Let's see. Best viewers, streamboo.com. Remove the space. No, those are just bots. Those are just bots. Slip. So either Streamlabs is filtering them out, or I don't know. But yeah. Alright, and we're going to have a Durant fully powered up very soon here. Yeah, let's just... No, wait. We do need to attach this. There we go. And Billowing Heatwave. Yeah, sorry. I've had some Twitch chats come through on Streamlabs before, but the bots it doesn't seem to let through. So, like, one of the bots said it followed me. It definitely hasn't. Alright, now we're finally fully powered up. We can just boss around. Let's grab this Blaziken EX and retreat to Durant and Swarming Rage. 480 damage. Very nice. Let's see Donphan survive that. Do 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 do. Boop boop doop boop. And we win. Yay, bot. Yay, bot match. So that's Scorch. It's slow. It's really slow. So I'm sure there's ways to improve it. Yeah, that's all I got. Enough damage to melt the Donphan entire family tree. Little bit. That's probably why it turned into iron treads in the future, you know? Because these Durants were just way too massive. And metal type. So it decided metal on metal. I still have no idea how to build round. So if you're here for that, I apologize. In this deck that I have here, I have 6 slots open. And I'm still like, I don't know if this is good. I mean, I'm playing friggin' Mezagoza in it. It can't be good, right? It just can't be. We got Hilda. We got Buddy Buddies. We might as well throw in some Ultras. I figured just 2 because we got the Hildas. Or we could bring the Hilda down to 3 and put the Ultra Ball up to 3. That feels a little bit more balanced to me. What else would we throw in here? I don't know. We got, yeah, Rod and Stretcher in here. Maybe Lana's Aid. I don't know, we only got 4 slots. I'd want something more consistency based. Drayton maybe. Drayton doesn't seem bad. Because he lets you grab a Pokemon and a trainer. Yeah. 4 seems a little bit too much. Let's go 2 and then 2 Earthen Vessel. Like that. We don't need... Wait, we don't have Arven in here? Okay. Let's lower up on the Evos. Remove those. Let's throw in an Arven. There we go. Put that to 3. And put Boss to 2. There we go. There we go. I made a round deck. There you go, everyone. I made round. I made round. Done. Pauper round. A Pauper round for everyone. Beautiful. We've made 3 decks tonight. Fantastic. We're doing great. And then this... Well, first let me rename this. There it is. Weird Bugs. Pauper. Done. And then this one, I was trying to make low kicks here Pauper friendly. But yeah. Maybe 4 Mezagoza is too many. Do you have 4 Arven? Yes. I got 4 Arven in there. I want to say. No, 3 Arven. So I could cut a Mezagoza for an Arven, I guess. Boop. Boop. There we go. I'll play it against someone, but don't expect me to have fun doing it. So I've been very focused on Phantasmal Flames recently because it's the latest set. But I didn't do much with Mega Evolution either. So maybe there's something in Mega Evolution that we should be considering that maybe I looked over. Like this Inteleon. This Inteleon seems fun. Inteleon seems fun. Drop the list in Discord and I'll play it against me. What? You're gonna play my round deck against me? That seems a little ridiculous. But okay. I guess I'll just stick with a Pauper Edge for it. And yes, you'll hit me for weakness, but I don't know. So exported. Deck help Pauper. Yep, there it is. There you go. Ugh. Ouch. 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 You didn't seem eager to play it yourself. I mean, I will if people want me to play it against them. Just, you know, it's a list. There you go. All right. All right, Slip. Yeah, if you want to play against me. Did you send me a challenge yet? I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Maybe I'll send you a challenge instead. There you go. Whenever you're ready, Slip. I think this stream is reaching its end point. I'm feeling a bit tired. And there's no stream tomorrow. There will be an early stream on Friday. Let me check my schedule real quick. Okay, maybe there won't be. Because there's D&D on Friday as well. But that group is solid. That doesn't get delayed too often. Sorry, had to craft cards. No worries. Let's see who wins. Fire or water? Probably water. My money's on water. We could have tots for that. I would have rather had the tots. Oh, I go first. Okay. I guess if they get enough round Pokemon out, I just lose. So, let's see if they got a Buddy Buddy in their hand. Buddy Buddy and a Crispin, right? That's all they need. TM Evo, Lily's Determination. Buddy Buddy. With 3 rounders, they can get a knockout here. With 2 rounders, they would get a knockout here, actually. So, they just need 1 more energy. Earthen Vessel. They played Lilies, so it's not going to be a Crispin, so we can rest easy there, right? There's the TM Evo. Gonna evolve up a Dreepy, I think. I bet you are. Yeah, you are. That's a good play. That's a good play. Let's see. With Arven, I could get a Buddy Buddy and a TM Evo, right? So I think that's the route I'll go as well. Buddy Buddy. TM Evo. Buddy Buddy. I priced 2 Char Cadets. What? Okay, let me grab a Tots also, I guess. Why not, right? Play that there. Play that there. Evolution. Ceruledge. Alright, we got a Ceruledge out and ready. Next turn, they're going to knock out my Char Cadet. I'm going to put up my Tots. And, yeah. Don't question me. Slip did the whole, like, question emote thing. Why didn't you evolve the active? Haha, after this turn, your Lily's determinations will only draw you 6. Take that. I meant to put tots, dang it. Oh well. Okay. Fire breather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. 1 energy. And we'll knock out Time Pull. Bye-bye, Time Pull. Oh wait, they don't have Crispin. They have Ignition Energy, which won't work on a Time Pull. But we'll work on Palpitoad or a Seismitoad. It's interesting they went with Palpitoad. There's another Palpitoad. Palpatine and Palpitoad. Major Cloak. See 2 cards, put 1 on the bottom, 1 in the hand. Ignition Energy. Boss's orders up the hops Cramorant. Oh no, dude. That's terrible. I think I just put up the Cerule Edge, honestly. Okay, I can Lana's Aid. That's Lana's Aid. A Charcadet. Is that how I want to do it? Execute order 6-7. Cramorant. Superior Energy Retrieval. I'm going to get rid of the 2 Lily's Determinations, I think. Or should I get rid of Fire Energy? No. Fire Energy. Done. Attach 1 to Charcadet. And let's get this knockout. Boom, done. Select. We got Air Balloon. Alright, alright. Tatsuguri is now fully available to us. Alright, there's Super Rod. They're going to get some of their rounders back. Bye Poffin, get some of their time pulls back. See, if those were Jigglypuffs, you know, you'd still be getting a knockout. But, you know, that'd be less damage. And if he wasn't aiming for weakness, even less damage. So, yeah, you know. You know, I know, we know. Do they have the energy? Yes, they do. Okay. They've only got 2 more of those, so they better use them well. Throw up the Tatsuguri. attach a fire energy, evolve to Cerule Edge, attach the air balloon, Lily's Determination, and attract customers. An Arvin. And we'll retreat, bring up Cramorant, and Fickle Spitting for knockout. See, if they brought up Seismitoad, that wouldn't have been a knockout, you know? Hey, look, we got Charcadet. One of the two that we prized. Hopefully they don't have Bossazors and boss down this Cerule Edge. You know what I think would make round a slightly better? Level ball. I think that'd be great. Let's go, Cramorant. Yeah. I mean, Cramorant's great and all, but wouldn't have gotten a knockout on Seismitoad. Even if I'd played Hop's Choice Bell. Band. Whatever it is. Cerule Edge. So we'll play that down. We'll play that down. We'll play Arvin. Arvin will grab a Superior Energy Retrieval. And an Air Balloon. Superior Energy Retrieval. Discarding the TM Evo that we don't need. And a Lily's Determination. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Knockout. Select. How many ignition energies has that been? Just 3. Okay, so they get 1 more. And then they'll have to like start attaching manually. And that might slow them down. Just maybe. Because they don't have Crispin or anything to accelerate that, you know? Have they played their supporter yet? Yeah, they played Arvin. Okay, so the question is, do they have their ignition energy? Or did they just pull it with the Dracloak? Boo? Thumbs down? Alright. I wish I could pull Superior. Yeah, I didn't think that would happen. Let's see. I can Lana's Aid for everything I need. I think that's better than playing Lily's and hoping. Hey Abyss Volt, welcome back. How are you doing? We built this round deck, and we are being taught a lesson by it. And we are playing a Cerule Edge deck that we built, and having a lot of fun with it. I think that turn changed the whole game. I think that was it. Because we were a prize behind. They didn't attack last turn, now we're a prize ahead. So that is going to be an issue, right? The Quaking Zone is going to be an issue for us. Well, no, I'll just attach this. I'll just attach an energy and then just hope for Superior Energy Retrieval off the Lilies. That's all I gotta do. Night Stretcher and Energy back, okay. Lily's Determination. I think that having Quaking Zone in round was such a smart decision. Okay, we got Tatsuguri and a Lily's, all to try to get what we need. And this increases the attack cost, right? Yes. So retreat cost is unaffected. Alright, we get an Ultra Ball, which we definitely don't need. Attract customers. Fire Breather and Lana's Aid. Neither of those get me the win. Rub Lana's Aid. Ultra Ball. 1, 2. Where'd that Ceruledge Edge come from? Oh, is my last prize a Charcadet? Lily's Determination for 6. We got it. We got it. Everyone, it's okay. We got it. Spear Injury Retrieval. Fire Breather. Buddy Buddy. Let's get them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We retreat. Bring up a Ceruledge. And we claim victory. Boom! Slip. Missing that Ignition Energy that one turn is what changed the whole game. GG for sure. Whew. Got any tips, Slip, for the round deck? I think we did pretty good with Ceruledge, if I do say so myself. I couldn't find the Ignition every turn, and the attack costing 2 was rough without any way to build that up. So what would you recommend we do with the deck? Like, I'm not 100% sure how to fix that either, unless we go to a Crispin 2 energy thing. But, like, that's kind of the whole problem with round, is that it is so difficult to continue using. We need double turbo, or double colorless energy. That we need that reprint. Slip. Even if I have found Ignition that turn, I wouldn't have had attack the next turn. Yeah, that's part of the issue. When your attacks always cost 2 and you're getting one shot, whether Crispin, right, but if you missed on the Ignition and we swap Ignition for Crispin, you would have missed on the Crispin. You know? That's my only thought. But that was still a good match. Like, it was that turn. That turn decided it, you know? Although I had to play Lily at the end, and if I missed that Superior Energy Retrieval, you would have won. You know, so, like, that was such a close match. But I feel like both these decks are kind of where they're at. With Ignition, you have 4 turns to attack, then you miss. Yeah. And if we played Crispin, you'd have 4 turns to attack, and then miss. Because you'd be accelerating 2 energy, and that's not even counting Seismitoad. I'm only thinking of Palpitoad at that point. With Crispin and Ignition, you have a second way to attack. That's true. To crisp or not to crisp? That is the question. So you would say throw in 2 Crispins and change this water energy to 50-50, which then makes this Seismitoad less good. So, which I'm not, like, you know, against or anything. Like, legitimately, maybe we just removed that. Maybe we just remove that and we throw in 2 Crispin. right? Then we just gotta change this energy. Let's make sure it always hits. This is what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. There's the deck. That way you'll never have that situation where, oh man, all my other energies are prized during the discard and I only have this one. No, you have 6 different energies, so Crispin always hits. There you go. There you go. So yeah, this only works if you're okay not attacking with Seismitoad a lot. If you want to find space for an extra Seismitoad, then we'd have to go in and change something, which might just be one of these energies we get rid of, you know? With that energy setup, you can't run the Quaking Zone. Exactly. That was kind of the thing, is Quaking Zone... Crispin doesn't help the Quaking Zone Seismitoad. So if we got rid of the Quaking Zone, we could just focus on Round the whole time. But if you think Quaking Zone is important, then we gotta look at energy. And the very least we could do, minus fire plus water, and then have 2 water. But then we still need to make space because we added the Crispin. So we need to make the space for the Quaking Zone. You can still hit with Round Seismitoad 4 times. Yeah, exactly. So if you want to add a Seismitoad, maybe we just get rid of an energy. So you got 5 basic energy outside of Ignition. And since Palpitoad will need 2 of the energy twice, that is enough energy. Plus you got Super Rod and Night Stretcher to stretch that energy out a little bit further. So yeah, I think that makes sense. 3 Seismitoad, 9 energy, 4 of which is Ignition, and 2 Crispin. That gives you 6. I almost said 4. That gives you 4 Ignition, and then 2 more attacks with Palpitoads. May not be the best, but I think that's the best we're gonna have it with Round. You know what I mean? But I feel like you want to send a Palpitoad anyway, since it's easier to chain stage 1s anyway. That is true. That is true. You're only gonna want to send in Seismitoad when you need the big hit. When you need the big hit, when they got a Dawn fan sitting there with 150 HP and they're taking 100 less damage. I'm surprised that deck doesn't play Rock Chest Plate, but I guess that's because you're playing Power Glass. So you need to do 250 damage. That's when you want Seismitoad, What you playing right now? We're playing the Pokemon TCG Live app, where we can play the official Pokemon trading card game. To its fullest extent, not the Pokemon TCG Pocket side game thing. Yeah. I think it's in a good spot here. 3 Seismitoads, 9 energy, 2 Crispin. We've got the Tots and the Dracloak to help find. Yeah. The Pauper Edge Hopped Cramorant did help Clinton, thank you. It did help. But right now, we got nothing else to build. If anyone else wants to play me, let me know. We can get that going. If there's no one that wants to play me, then, maybe I'll just stop now. I don't know. I'm tired. I will tell you that. I am tired. Tomorrow's gonna be a day. So, Let's see. Use an attack that costs at least 2 energy. Play 2 item cards. Play a match with 1 Mega Evolution Pokemon EX in your deck. Do you want to play against Hippo again? Hippo? Hippo? Again? When did I play Hippo before? Are you calling Donphan a hippo? Oh my gosh. My brain is not remembering hippo. Meant Donphan. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that. I would then play a round. Since I've already played Ceruledge, Ceruledge won't get much better than it had before. You know, because it's just, it hits 220. That's it. It can't do anything else. So I would go round at that point. I keep getting it mixed up with Hippowdon. Yeah, that's like a different Pokemon. Completely different Pokemon. But yeah, we could play. I could play against Donphan again. This time with round. Which means I gotta hit with Seismitoad and I gotta have 4 Pokemon in play with round. Which is gonna be difficult, but I think I can make it happen. You made it happen pretty easily, but you're a better player than me, obviously, you know? Why did they take away that thing where the profile glows blue when you have a challenge sent to you? That was so lame to take away. I want it back. Tails? Tails never fails. That's what we're talking about. Yes, I want to go first. Let's send that up. Let's put that up. And that. Okay. Okay. Time pull. Buddy Puffin. Double time pull. Done. Water energy there. Attract customers. Crispin. Nice. We're looking pretty good right now. End turn. It might be raining outside right now. Alright. So we got your cloak. And we got Paup. Artisan, let's get that 4th time pull out. Time pull. Crispin would get me a knockout this turn. I forget, do we play Earth and Vessel in this deck? That's it all. Do we play Earthen? There we go. Yes, we do. Okay. Trap customers before we leave. Lily's Determination, not bad. Then we will leave the active with Retreating. Bring up Palpitoad. And round for 160. Alright, that's going to require them to get like 3 energy this turn in order to attack with Phanpy. Which would be like a Crispin and an Ignition energy. To attack with Donphan, that's what I'm saying. Attack with Donphan. So let's see. There's another Phanpy. Nest Ball to grab a Dreepy. Yep. That makes sense. Ultra Ball to grab a Donphan. Oh, discarding a Donphan, so it's your cloak? That seems weird. You discard a Donphan and a Jumbo Ice Cream. What? Just to decloak the active for a Recon Directive, and then attach Retreat, maybe? Or just gonna let it get knocked down? Boss Azores off the top deck? Oh, that would have been great, right? Hold on. Recon Directive for the boss's orders? Come on. Ah, dang. Nope. Okay. We'll grab the Arvin. Let's see. We are going to go ahead and release. Okay, let's see. We got Mezgoza here. Mezgoza where? Mezgoza right here. Mezgoza, come on. Give us a heads. Tails. Alright. Let's see. I could go ahead and get Seismitoad. And I think I'm going to, because they only do 120. So I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Tatsuguri and the Buddy Buddy Poffin for... Ooh, but then I can't... Oh, sweet. Night Stretcher for the grass energy. I forgot that was in there. Attach. Seismitoad. 280. Hoo boy. That's a one-hit KO on a Donphan if I ever seen one. Yeah, they're going to have to, like, set up multiple Donphans. At least 2, you know? Well, I guess they only need to set up 1, but they need to attack with 2. So I guess, yeah, they got to set up 2, basically. I don't know. I don't know how else to say that. Because they 2-shot Seismitoad. And once Seismitoad is gone, it's going to be difficult. You know? But... stranger things have happened. Boss Azores off the top deck. Come on. Dang. Alright, well, maybe your cloak will give it to me, huh? Nope. Okay. Well, I can at least Crispin here. Let's hit Mezagoza. Tails again. Alright. Do I Lilies? Sure, why not? Maybe I'll get some Palpitoads, you know? Hey, look, there's one. Palpitoad. I can even throw an energy on it. Well, bam. Stranger things have happened. For 4 seasons. Yep. Wife and I were watching that show. She didn't make it through season 1 yet. But it's difficult. We just haven't had the time. Do they put up the Donphan? No, they put up the Dracloak. Because they need 2 Donphan. So they can attack. Knock out this Seismitoad, right? That's what I think is happening. Getting a Seismitoad this quickly in the game really helped. Yeah. Tails on Mezgoza seems to be the trend. Can we break it? That's a good question. I don't think so. Oh, look, it's a shaman. Alright, let's go ahead, Mezagoza. It's over. I'm sorry, Slip. Tails again. Holy cow. Recon directive. Do I get a boss's orders? No, but I do get a Crispin. Crispin. Right. There's my other 4. Okay. So, yeah, I just put that there. Ultra Ball. 1, 2. No. Mezagoza. And we'll grab another Palpitoad here. Palpitoad. Palpitoad, 100% more Palp. I maybe could have risked it and sent up the Donphan and then prayed for a Crispin. Yeah. I mean, I've been praying for a boss's orders every turn now, so I get it. Hilda. It's a Hilda. Yeah, I think we built the best round deck we could. Is it perfect? No. But I think it's the best it's ever going to be. Unless more stuff comes out for round or evolutions or whatever. Double boomer energy. Whoa. That's crazy. Ouch. A 4 energy Donphan. Do you believe it? Let's go, Mezagoza. Can one of us get heads? There we go. I got heads finally. Palpitoad. Let's see. We can totally recon directive here. Grab Arvin. I could play Arvin. What could Arvin give me? Something, I'm sure. What? That. Did I prize all my air balloons? This deck does play air balloons, right? Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't think I need that. I don't think I need anything, so I'm just gonna grab a Super Rod. And then we'll do round, I think. You know? It's a good option, I think, at least. Night Stretcher. This is the part that I hate, you know? Like, Slip is at a point where it's like, oh, maybe I'm on the edge of something, and then I'm going to promote Seismitoad, Ignition Energy, and hit, you know? And then they're going to promote, like, Shaman or Phanpy, you know? Oh, no, never mind. They won't promote anything. Where'd the... Oh, I failed to return one more round Pokemon. Dang it. I could have Night Stretchered, too. That was my fault. That was my fault. I also could have, like, Super Rotted and Lilies, and, like, there was a ton of other things I could have done. Mezagoza, for one, but, yeah. Yep, that was dumb on my end. Oh my gosh. Did y'all hear that? My neck. Doesn't happen that way. It only happens going this way. It happens like right back here. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Slip. I could have won the turn before, but I messed up, so it dragged on a little bit longer than you probably would have wanted it to, and I apologize for that. I didn't mean to drag it on. But I think round is the best spot it's gonna be. You know, for Pauper, anyways. This might be the best round deck that we've made that's possible. That was rough. Yeah, being able to get 3 basic energy on that Seismitoad was a little insane. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when you got that Dracloak early on, part of me thought you would just hold it so that the next turn you could evolve like your benched one and have that Dracloak longer in the game. But everything else wasn't coming through, so I guess that's why that didn't come through, you know? Did anyone else want to play, or... I considered that, but I badly wanted a supporter that turn. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Then I imagine that the bench Dracloak would get like 1 extra play after costing me a turn anyways. Yeah, I mean, that's always the possibility. Hmm. I've got to get ready to hit the hay. I'm gonna try to cook up the best round list I can. Maybe I just need some rest and a good perspective. I mean, you have our round list to kind of base yours off of. But yeah. Yeah, best of luck with that. Interesting. That Pokemon's in the active spot. Okay. Okay. Just kind of looking at grass Pokemon, seeing if anything like jumps out at me with the new stadium for Mega Evolution for quickly evolving up grass Pokemon, you know? Ouch. Oh. Oh. This Rillaboom's actually fairly interesting with that thing. Because then it increases the defending Pokemon's attack cost and retreat cost. With drum beating, then at some point you can Wood Hammer to finish them off, if ever. You know? That's a rare, right? This is an uncommon though, and I've always wanted to like build it, but maybe now's the time. I don't know. I don't know. Decidueye, Serena is one you played in the past. I haven't played this Decidueye in the past. Were you looking for standard or Pauper? My couple suggestions were for Pauper. Yeah, I want to, like, I am looking at Pauper right now, and that Decidueye has been on my radar. Okay. Did I already pass that one? I must have. Now I'm in fire types. Okay, Steenie and Bonsweet. Where's... Or no, that's the one with the Terra. That's the one with the Terra, Serena. There we go. This one, Queenly Hill. During your opponent's next turn, Pokemon can't be played from your opponent's hand to evolve the defending Pokemon. And then Spinning Kick for 160 for 2 energy, and it does 20 damage to itself. Yeah, I think I would rather go with the Decidueye. Like, the evolution preventing is interesting, but you're doing 60 damage. You know? Like, I don't know. Right now I am honestly thinking Rillaboom seems interesting. You know? This Rillaboom with the drum beating. Because you can get that going so fast now. I don't know. This Decidueye also seems like fun. Is Forest of Giant Plants banned in GLC? Anyone know? $60 is enough to knock out a lot of guys that are trying to evolve, though 70 is more common. I think it is. It is, dang. But they haven't done anything with Forest of Vitality yet, right? Alright, I think I'm gonna end here. I'm just tired. It is pretty darn late. Let's see. The new Vitality Force is not, though. Even with it, grass hasn't really been a top type. Maybe that's due to lack of innovation. But I don't know. I mean, who knows? Well, I gotta check something, and I want you guys here for it. Let's see. Let's look at gym leader challenge stuff. I want to see the ban list. Where's the ban list? GLC League, deck viewer content, how to play, FAQ, and reading. Ban list right there. Forces Ship Hiker, Kyogre, Pokemon Research Lab, Ryoku, Raikou, Marshadow, Dusk Skull, Double Colors, Twin Energy. Why did they ban Double Colorless and Twin Energy? That's terrible. In my opinion, that's terrible. Like, having one of those would be too powerful that they had to ban both. Okay, so if we think about Gym Leader Challenge, right? It's a singleton format, and me, being me, wants to do grass Pokemon. Okay, I guess we should be in the expanded section, right? Not here. Ugh. Colorless was quite powerful compared to the rest of the format. I like how Decidueye would make bug catching set be super good. Wait, Decidueye, was that not discard the grass energy from your hand? Like Screwedge, or was that casual, expanded, decks? Create, and let's see, I want grass, GLC, right? So my thought here is, just want grass, but we want all, is wouldn't you want the Diplin line with the festival lead, right? Because then Thwackey works off that, and then when they knock out the Diplin, you have Rillaboom to fall back on, right? Has someone already made this deck and, you know, like, it just doesn't work? They can't get that to work? But Fighting has come in and is now the top deck, possibly by a pretty significant amount. Mahone doesn't like to ban new cards, but it's those cards that make it broken. Oh, because of the Fighting Gong and all that stuff. This is... I don't know what I just clicked on. because I've been thinking about building a thing. I think that grass idea could work, but the format has gotten so fast now. Yeah. No, I bet. You know, it would just be like, you throw an applin, we've got the diplin, right? We also want the thwacky, grooky, you know, line. So yeah, we want Boom Boom Groove, because I'll add consistency to what we got going on. I don't know which one is best, but you still want to play that Rillaboom, because that's drum beating is a nice attack, you know. We want Forest. Vitality. Bug catching set you'd want in there. Netball you'd want in there. Player may search for that for evolution grass. Yeah, throw in Turffield Stadium. I'd recommend the Rillaboom that can accelerate energy. Why? Voltage beat? I don't see the need. Why? Why would that one be the recommended one? I'm just curious. This would be interesting, although I doubt I would ever get Hydro Breath to work in this format. Do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon for each prize card you have taken. Because I'm personally looking for like a better, like small, like low energy cost attacks and stuff. So like I don't see myself accelerating a ton of energy for one Pokemon or something like that. I guess it depends on your build. I play kind of a mixed standard build plus Diplin. It really needs that accelerate sometimes. But Diplin's 1 energy, Rillaboom's 1 energy. I'm not sure what else we need, you know? I've never played GLC before, so I'm probably going to make a lot of mistakes, and I get that. But you gotta start somewhere, right? Rapid Strike Jump Bluff. Oh yeah, we would have that. That lets you attack twice. Isn't it a single energy attack? That's why you're telling me, right? Hoppip should be coming up soon. Yeah, 1 energy gets to attack twice, right? Attack twice each turn if the first is knocked down. Yeah, so it's just a second Diplin. but as a stage 2. And that means, wait, I also need Fest. Now, I do know you can use Rapid Strike Scroll with that. Those do require some energy, like this one would require 3 energy, so that's where you'd probably want your energy accelerant. But yeah, you wouldn't. No, well, you wouldn't be able to play this. Well, you can play Rainbow Energy, right? Or no? Okay. I forget. I don't know. I don't know. What is the general layout of a GLC deck? Is it, 20 Pokemon, 30 trainers, and 10 energy generally? Like a standard deck? Or with Lurantis and Lilligant, you can boost each of your attacks by 40. That's true. Can you play any energy you'd like? No, you have to play the energy that you... or you can play... Sorry, you said you can play any energy you'd like. They just have to... It has to... If you're playing... Okay, basic energy, you can only play the same type as your main type. But special energy, you're saying I can play any of those. Got it. So with Lilligant and Lurantis, not bad ideas. The only issue I see there is the fact that you're boosting your damage, yes, which is good. I'm not saying I'm not playing them, but no, you can literally play a water energy card if you'd like. What? Not the last time I looked at Gym Leo Challenge. When did they change that? Oh, okay. I'm seeing it now. It's your deck can only contain one type of Pokemon. Okay. Still, I don't want to do that. No basic energy restrictions on the deck. That seems weird to me. I scrolled past it, didn't I? Scrolled past it a little while ago, it seems. Yeah, I'm going to throw in the Lilligant and the Lurantis. So, Lilligant evolves from Patel. So, I'm in the P's. Here we go. There it is. Lilligant and Patel 50, 60, 50, 50, 50, 60. And then Lurantis evolves from Fomantis. So that's going to be up here. A little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Roll and Grovyle are staple on board Pokemon search. I don't know if you want to play them in a deck like this, but they're good to keep in mind generally for grass builds. We can throw them in. Evo Press is cheap too. What's Evo Press? Oh, that one. Gotcha. Well, do we want 80 or do we want the 70? For Buddy Buddy. The synthesis one is the one I usually use, yeah, for Buddy Buddy. That makes sense. Not only for Buddy Buddy, but its attack. Yeah, no, its attack is good. Okay. Then we're also going to need recovery, so, you know, rod. So we can use ordinary rod. We can use super rod. Don't think I'm going to be using that. Man, that's the thing. My knowledge of expanded is limited. We do want some way to find a stadium. And so there's a few different ways we can go about this. Where's... what was it? PokeNav? Stadium Nav. There we go. That's the one I was thinking of. Nope, that's not the one I was thinking of. But that works. I thought there was another one. There's a great supporter to get HTE Stadium. To get the stadium. Guzmahala. There we go. So your deck for a stadium card reveal, put in your hand and shuffle your deck. When you play this card, you may discard 2 other cards from your hand. If you do, you may also search a Pokemon tool and a special energy card in this way. And a special energy card. Well, that means we're going to want to play a special energy of some sort. Throw that in, throw some of these in. Oh, Meowth, are you okay, bud? Oh, I heard that. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Now he's gonna be upset that I shut the door. I'm surprised I'm still going. I said I was gonna get off a little while ago. What's up, bud? You're telling me to get off and go to bed? I'm sorry, bud. Did that pop up when I typed in grass? I guess it did. Okay. I said I was going to go to bed too. I probably should. Right? Let's see. Bird Keeper. It's a good card. I miss it. I wish I had it in the format again. I don't know if it's worth it in Artisan is always good, I guess. Guess I can go get that. Artisan. There it is. Should probably throw in a nest ball, right? Just cause. Right? You want back out now, Meowth? Alright, there you go. Ultra Ball is good, right? Well, yeah. It's only one of. And Buddy Buddy, I don't have that. I thought I already added that. Lily's Determination? Or is there another Lily? Determination. Draw cards and you have 6 in your hand. If it's your first turn, draw cards until you have 8 cards in hand. Oh my gosh. You might want like a Cynthia. For shuffle, draw 6. You meant Determination. Okay. Regular Lily's okay. It's just draw up. I like the shuffle draw a lot more. Ball Guy is a supporter that you can get 3 balls. Hisuian Heavy Ball would be good if it's not there yet. It's not. So Heavy Ball. What's this? Look at your face down prize cards. Oh, yeah. And then, use a Ball Guy. Who doesn't like a Ball Guy, you know? Oh, I don't have the art. Okay. That's fine. Ball Guy. Alright. I was thinking about, like, oh, how many balls can I fit in here? So I got Nest, Net, Ultra, and Heavy. So, yeah. I'm sure Pokegear is a decent card to have in here. To have in anything. Just let you try to get a supporter when you don't have one, you know? Can't have Ball Guy and no Level Ball. Alright, Level Ball. Let's see, who can use that? Grovyle can, so I think it's worth it regardless. And Jump Bluff can. The Jump Bluff line. And the Dipslin line. Yeah, Level Ball. Gotta love Level Ball. Yeah, Gear is played in pretty much every deck. So if we throw in Arvin, should we also throw in TM Evo? Or is that kind of pointless since we're... I don't know. Nope, that didn't help. So we throw that in. You know, I forgot Evolution Incense and Capturing Aroma or things. Do we want those? Yeah, it's a good idea. What's a good idea? TM Evo? Yeah. Or are you talking about like Capturing Aroma and Evolution Incense? Evo Incense for sure. I'm waiting to hear back about Capturing Aroma. I mean, we might as well throw in research, right? Because, like, we do need draw, right? Did we throw an Iono? Yeah, we did. Okay. Do people play N? Is N still considered top tier? Recommend no Capturing Aroma. Oh, because it's not like guaranteed what you're gonna get. Am I blind? Is N in this game? Oh, right. That's right. Adventure Bag seems like it would be good if I played another tool in the deck. Battle VIP Pass, do people play that still? Kind of expect it to be a no, but Adventure Bag is pretty dang good. Might as well throw in Balloon. Okay. Floatstone's not in this game, is it? In some decks, but most decks don't. They don't play Adventure Bag? Interesting. Or if Trainer Mail is in the game, that's another good card. Is that in this game? That's a fair question. What's this? What's your base guarantee card from their discard pile into their hand? That's not bad. We're in the T's for Trainer. Well, trekking shoes, I guess. So Trainer Mail isn't in the game. In a deck with no basic abilities, you can play Green's Exploration and find Battle VIP Pass and Poffin instantly. You can play this card only if you have no Pokemon with abilities in play. Search your deck for up to 2 trainer cards, reveal them, put them in your hand. Yeah, that's not bad. And then you play the Battle VIP. The Battle VIP Pass. Timer Ball was on screen there, so, you know, let's go. There we go. That way when I hit 2 heads, I can grab Grovyle and I can grab Grodel, and then I can search for 2 more evolutions. Like, come on. Pretty good card. Pretty good card. Wow, I only have 3 more slots open. Is 9 energy enough? I think it is. Since most of our Pokemon are either not attackers or single energy attackers. We might want to throw in a switch, right? And maybe a bird keeper dude. Bird keeper. Which... that's a lot of cards with switch in them. Maybe a boss. Are there better versions of boss? Do we have a Badoo? Maybe another Pokemon recovery card? What Pokemon recovery card? We got the 2 rods. What other Pokemon recovery card? Speaking of Switch, did you put the balloon in? Yes, I did. Yes. I just haven't been exiting the trainer section for a while, but let's go ahead and put Badoo. So it didn't put things in alphabetical order. Badoo. Bud. Bead. Badoo. There we go. There we go. Either Lana or I don't know. Why did I... okay, that's how you know I'm tired. I read that as either Lana or I Donkey Kong. And I was like, why? What? Oh, right. I don't know. But Lana is for water type Pokemon. Boop. Oh, I'm 2 cards over now. Yikes. I gotta cut 2. I didn't realize that I had hit 60 with Birdkeeper, Switch, and Boss. I mean, I think I'm gonna get rid of Timer Ball. I've got so much to search evolutions. I know, it's 1 more for Ball Guy to get, but it's just, you know, there's always that 25% chance you get nothing, so. And I gotta cut stuff. I gotta cut 1 more card. Wasn't there... Greens and VIP seem too tough to draw into. Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. If I get rid of those and we go with Apricorn Maker, that's 2 item cards with ball in the word, so it's like Ball Guy but for 1 less card. I guess we really don't need VIP or greens. Yeah, but I wouldn't mind something else that was... What's this? You can use card only if you discard. Flip coin if heads. Yeah, let's not do that. Gloria might be good. Search deck for 3 basic Pokemon that don't have a rule box. Put them on your bench. Just replace Lana with Revitalizer if it's in the game. It's not? Huh. Yeah. Crazy. Marnie. What was I looking at? Gloria. Gloria or Marnie? That's a good question. Alright, well, I've got my first ever GLC deck built. Does someone want to test it against me? Tell me everything I've messed up on? Come on, Smooliv. You're gonna be the poster child for this deck. There we go. We can't since it's expanded. Shoot, you're right. Oh man, that's frustrating. But how about I just export it, put it in the Discord, and that way other people can let me know how wrong I am about everything. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Export. That is not the deck. What is this thing? That is not... Okay, let me try this again. I'm going to do that, hit export, and paste. Okay, that's the deck. There we go. TCG Live has a weird export bug. It copies your active deck instead of the one you clicked export on. You're wrong about everything, absolute everything. No, seriously, you've got a good start. Thank you. You know, I'm thinking the whole Diplin Thwacky thing is really going to be helpful. Then you could always throw the air balloon on the Diplin, and you know, you have in the active, you use Thwacky, then you retreat it to something else if you don't have Festival Grounds out. You know, that something else is going to be Jumpluff. Or Torterra. We go home. We go Trainer Trials. What's the current one? Mega Singleton Showdown. Okay. Let's go back to ranked. Pretend we never went into expanded ever on this channel. And I will see you all next time. Thank you, everyone that helped me build my first GLC deck. I'm sure there's certain cards that aren't on PTCGL that I should have instead. Like, maybe a float stone instead of an air balloon, that kind of thing. Let me know in the Discord what those cards are, because I might like look into ordering this deck, because from what I hear, local places are going to start running GLC. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much everyone for joining me on this stream. I had a lot of fun. Remember, there's no stream for the next 2 days, sorry. So our next stream will be Monday, unless I find time on Saturday to throw you guys a bone. Right? But Monday for our continuation of Pokemon Legends ZA, which we are almost done with. We are almost to the end, it feels. So once we do that, then I just play until I feel like I'm gonna stop, you know? In real life GLC, it has many more cards than in live. Yeah, you got the whole black and white and XY series, so that adds a lot to it. Trainer's Mail being another one and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially my members, being Phil Across the Pond, The Link Hawkins, and Professor W. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.